One moment of rage can destroy more than just a piece of fabric. It can shatter trust, memories, and a sense of safety. When the person you love most crosses a line you never imagined, can regret and true change heal what's been broken? What would you do if the person you love destroyed something you cherished? The clock ticks in the hallway as Hannah Lawson hums softly, moving around the kitchen. She checks the oven, then glances at the dining table, carefully set for two. In the bedroom, her favorite blue dress hangs on the closet door, catching the evening light. She runs her hand over the fabric, smiling to herself. She whispers, "Tonight's going to be special." Her voice is hopeful, but there's a nervous edge. The front door opens with a creak. Eric Lawson steps in, shoulders tense, rain on his jacket. He drops his bag on the floor, rubbing his eyes. Hannah calls out, "Hey, you're home." "Happy anniversary, Eric." She walks over, reaching for a hug. Eric barely glances at her. "Yeah, sorry I'm late. Traffic was a mess." He shrugs off his jacket, tossing it on a chair. Hannah hesitates, her arms falling to her sides. "I made your favorite, chicken parmesan. And look, I even got that wine you like." He nods, distracted, scrolling through his phone. "Thanks, I'm starving." She forces a smile, trying to keep her voice light. "I thought we could dress up a little. I'm wearing my blue dress, the one from our honeymoon." Eric doesn't look up. "That old thing? I thought you got rid of it." Hannah's smile fades. "No, it means a lot to me." He sighs, setting his phone down. "Can we just eat? I've had a long day." She nods, biting her lip. They sit at the table. The silverware clinks, but the silence is heavy. Hannah tries to start a conversation. "Remember our trip to the lake? I was thinking we could go back this summer." Eric shrugs. "Maybe. Work's busy." She looks away, her voice soft. "You used to love that place." He pushes his plate aside. "Things change, Hannah." Hannah's heart sinks. She glances at her dress, hanging in the doorway, a reminder of happier times. She tries again. "I just wanted tonight to feel special. For us." Eric stands, grabbing his glass. "I said I'm tired. Can we not do this right now?" She nods, swallowing hard. "Sure, I'll clean up." He leaves the room, footsteps echoing down the hall. Hannah sits alone, staring at her untouched dinner. The rain starts to tap against the window, growing louder with each passing minute. She whispers to herself, "Why does it feel like I'm the only one trying?" She stands, walks to the bedroom, and gently touches the blue dress. Memories flood back, dancing on their wedding night, laughing under the stars. She closes her eyes, wishing she could go back. The storm outside grows stronger. Hannah listens to the thunder, feeling the tension in the house match the chaos outside. She sits on the bed, hugging her knees, the blue dress beside her. As the night deepens, the warmth in the house fades. Hannah's hope flickers, just like the candle on the table, still burning, but growing smaller with every silent moment. A phone buzzes on the kitchen counter. Hannah glances at the screen. A quick message from her friend Melissa. "Happy anniversary. Hope you two have a wonderful night." Hannah smiles, typing a fast reply, not noticing Eric watching from the doorway. Eric's voice is sharp. "Who's texting you this late?" Hannah looks up, surprised. "It's just Melissa. She was wishing us a happy anniversary." He scoffs, crossing his arms. "You always have time for your friends, never for me." She sets her phone down, her voice careful. "Eric, I was just replying. You know Melissa always checks in." He shakes his head, jaw tight. "You never listen. You never care about what I'm dealing with. All you do is talk to your friends and play dress up." Hannah's eyes widen. That's not fair. I planned this whole night for us. I wanted to make you happy. Eric slams his hand on the table. You think a fancy dinner and an old dress fix everything? You don't get it, Hannah. You never do. She takes a shaky breath, trying to stay calm. Please, let's not fight. Can we just talk? He raises his voice, but it's not a shout, just raw, wounded. Talk? You mean like you talk to everyone else? I'm tired, Hannah. I'm tired of feeling like I don't matter in my own house. She steps closer, reaching for his hand. You do matter. I love you. He pulls away, glaring. If you loved me, you'd understand how much pressure I'm under. But you don't care. You just care about your stupid dress and your perfect night. Hannah's voice cracks. That dress isn't stupid. It means something to me. Eric's anger boils over. He storms into the bedroom, grabs the blue dress off the hanger, and storms back, his face red with rage. Hannah's breath catches. Eric, what are you doing? Please, don't. He clutches the dress tightly, his knuckles white. You want to hold on to the past? Fine. Watch me let it go. She tries to block his path, tears starting to fall. Eric, stop. That dress is special. It's all I have left from my grandmother. He pushes past her, voice cold. I don't care. I'm done with all of this. Hannah stands frozen as Eric storms out the back door, dress in hand. She hears the screen door slam, the wind howling outside. Her heart pounds. She wants to run after him, but her legs won't move. She's shaking, her mind spinning. How did it get this bad? How did a simple message turn into this? She stands in the hallway, listening to the rain and Eric's angry footsteps outside. Her hands tremble as she clutches her phone. But she can't bring herself to call anyone. She feels small, helpless, and completely alone. The kitchen clock ticks loudly, each second stretching longer. Hannah wipes her eyes, trying to steady her breathing. She thinks about all the times Eric used to make her laugh, all the promises they made. Now, those memories feel far away. She whispers, Please, Eric, don't do this. But the only answer is the storm outside and the pain inside her chest. Have you ever witnessed someone you love lose control in anger? How did it change your relationship? Share your story below. Hannah stands frozen in shock as Eric disappears outside with the dress, the sound of the rain and her own heartbeat filling the silence. The wind rattles the windows as Hannah rushes to the glass, her breath fogging the pain. Outside, Eric stands by the fire pit, the blue dress clenched in his fist. The flames flicker, hungry and wild. Hannah's heart pounds as she watches him toss the dress into the fire. No! Her voice cracks, muffled by the storm and the thick glass. She fumbles with the door, running barefoot into the yard, rain soaking her hair and pajamas. The dress catches quickly, blue fabric curling and blackening in the orange glow. Hannah stumbles toward Eric, her voice desperate. Eric, please, stop. That dress, please, you don't understand. He stands stiff, arms crossed, eyes fixed on the flames. It's just a dress, Hannah. Let it go. She tries to grab his arm, but he pulls away. Eric, that was my grandmother's. She gave it to me before she died. It's not just a dress. It's all I have left of her. Eric's jaw clenches. He doesn't look at her. I can't do this anymore. I'm tired of being reminded of everything I'm not. Hannah's tears mix with the rain. You're not listening. You're not the only one hurting. He turns away, shaking his head. I don't care. I just needed it gone. The flames leap higher, devouring the last of the blue. Hannah falls to her knees, sobs racking her body. The rain comes harder, drenching her as she stares at the ashes. A memory flashes. Her grandmother's gentle hands smoothing the dress in a tiny shop, laughter echoing as they twirled in front of the mirror. "You'll wear this on your happiest days, Hannah. It'll remind you how loved you are." The memory is bright, then gone, swallowed by the night. Eric stands in the shadows, silent and unmoving. Hannah hugs herself, rocking back and forth, the pain sharp and deep. "How could you?" she whispers, voice hoarse. "How could you do this to me?" He doesn't answer. The only sound is the hiss of rain on fire, the last threads of blue vanishing in the smoke. Hannah stays there, kneeling in the mud, until the fire dies and Eric goes inside. She presses her hands to the wet earth, her whole body shaking. The world feels empty, the backyard cold and strange. Finally, she forces herself to stand, stumbling back into the house. She doesn't look at Eric as she passes him in the hallway. Her feet carry her to the guest room, where she collapses on the bed, pulling the blanket over her head. The rain beats against the window, steady and relentless. Hannah's sobs are quiet now, her body numb. She clings to the memory of her grandmother, the softness of the dress, the warmth of love that feels so far away. As the night drags on, Hannah lies awake, staring at the ceiling. She wonders if anything can ever be the same again. The rain is her only comfort, echoing her sorrow until sleep finally takes her. The guest room is dark, except for the faint glow of Hannah's phone screen. She lies curled up under the blanket, eyes swollen from crying. Every time she closes her eyes, she sees the blue dress burning, hears Eric's angry voice, and feels the ache in her chest all over again. She unlocks her phone with trembling hands and types a message to Melissa. "He burned my dress, the one Grandma gave me. I don't know what to do. I feel so lost." A few minutes pass. The rain taps gently at the window. Melissa's reply finally comes. "Oh, Hannah, I'm so sorry. That's not okay. You deserve so much better. Please don't let him treat you like this." Hannah wipes her face, her fingers shaking as she types back. "I just feel empty. I don't even know who he is anymore. I'm scared." Melissa's reply is quick and firm. "I know it hurts, but you have to stand up for yourself. You're strong, Hannah. Don't let him break you. I'm here if you need me." Hannah sets the phone down, staring at the ceiling. She tries to remember the last time she felt truly happy with Eric. The memories are blurry, hidden behind months of arguments and silent dinners. She wonders if love is supposed to hurt like this. In the living room, Eric sits in the dark, head in his hands. The house is silent except for the ticking clock and the fading rain. He replays his actions, the look on Hannah's face, and the sound of her sobs. Guilt settles heavy in his chest, making it hard to breathe. He whispers to himself, "What have I done?" He wants to go to her, to say something, but shame keeps him frozen. He remembers their wedding day, the promises he made, and how far he's drifted from the man he wanted to be. Hannah turns on her side, hugging the pillow tight. She thinks about Melissa's words, about her grandmother's love, and about the woman she used to be, confident, hopeful, unafraid to speak up. She wonders if she can ever be that person again. The night drags on, slow and heavy. Neither Hannah nor Eric sleeps. Both are haunted by regret, fear, and the question of what comes next. As the first light of dawn creeps through the curtains, Hannah sits up, exhausted but determined to face the day. Eric remains on the couch, eyes open, wishing he could take it all back. The sky is pale gray as Hannah steps outside, her slippers sinking into the damp grass. The backyard is quiet, except for the soft chirping of birds. She moves slowly toward the fire pit, her heart pounding. Ashes and scraps of blue fabric lie scattered in the blackened ring. Hannah kneels, reaching out to touch what's left of her dress. The fabric crumbles between her fingers. Eric stands in the doorway, watching her. He clears his throat, voice rough. "Hannah, I'm sorry. I lost control. I didn't mean..." She doesn't look up. Her voice is flat, distant. "It's gone, Eric. You can't fix this." He takes a step closer, guilt written all over his face. I know I hurt you. I was angry, but that's no excuse. I'm so sorry." Hannah stands, brushing ash from her hands. She faces him, eyes red but dry. "Sorry doesn't bring it back. Sorry doesn't erase what you did." He fidgets with his ring, desperate. "I'll do anything. I'll make this right. Please, Hannah." She shakes her head, turning away. "I need space. I can't even look at you right now." Eric's shoulders slump. He stands there, silent, as Hannah walks past him and back into the house. The front doorbell rings. Hannah opens it to find Melissa, holding a tray with coffee and breakfast sandwiches. Melissa's eyes widen when she sees Hannah's face. "Oh, honey." Melissa sets the tray down and pulls Hannah into a hug. Hannah's walls break, and she starts to cry, her body shaking with silent sobs. Melissa strokes her hair. "It's okay. Let it out. I'm here." Hannah pulls away, wiping her eyes. "I don't know what to do. I feel so empty, Mel. He destroyed the last thing I had from Grandma. I don't think I can ever forgive him." Melissa hands her a coffee. "You don't have to decide right now. You need to take care of yourself first. This isn't about him. It's about you and what you need to heal." Hannah sips the coffee, her hands trembling. I keep replaying it in my head. The look on his face, the fire. I don't even recognize him anymore." Melissa squeezes her hand. "You're allowed to feel angry. You're allowed to walk away if that's what's best for you. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise." Eric stands in the hallway, listening. He wants to speak, but the words won't come. He's never seen Hannah so distant, so unreachable. Melissa glances at him, her tone firm. "She needs space, Eric. Give her that." He nods, stepping back, voice barely above a whisper. "I'll wait. I just want her to be okay." Hannah looks at Melissa, her eyes tired. "Can we just go somewhere? I can't be here right now." Melissa smiles gently. "Of course. Let's get out of here for a while. You need fresh air and a clear head." Hannah grabs her purse and keys, moving through the house like a ghost. She doesn't look at Eric as she leaves. Melissa follows, glancing back at Eric with a warning in her eyes. The door closes softly behind them. Eric stands alone in the silence, regret heavy on his shoulders. Outside, Hannah breathes in the cool morning air. She feels numb, but there's a small comfort in knowing she's not alone. As she and Melissa drive away, Hannah stares out the window, lost in thought. She wonders if forgiveness is even possible after something like this, or if it's time to start over. If you were in Hannah's place, would you forgive Eric or leave? Let us know in the comments. The car engine hums quietly as Hannah and Melissa pull up to a small, familiar house. Hannah hesitates before getting out, her hands twisting in her lap. Melissa squeezes her shoulder. "You'll feel better after talking to your mom. I'll wait out here if you need me." Hannah nods, forcing a small smile. She walks up the steps, her heart pounding. The door opens before she can knock. Linda Carter stands there, worry etched on her face. "Hannah, sweetheart, what's wrong?" Linda pulls her into a warm hug. Hannah clings to her mother, letting herself cry for the first time that morning. They sit at the kitchen table, the smell of fresh coffee filling the air. Hannah's voice is barely a whisper. "He burned my dress, Mom, the blue one Grandma gave me. He was so angry, and I couldn't stop him." Linda's eyes fill with sadness. "Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. That dress meant so much to you." Hannah wipes her eyes. "It's not just the dress. It's everything. I don't even know who he is anymore. I feel so lost." Linda reaches across the table, taking Hannah's hands in hers. "Marriage isn't easy, Hannah. Your father and I had our share of storms. There were times I wanted to walk away, but I learned that forgiveness is only possible when there are real boundaries. You have to know your worth." Hannah looks down, her voice shaking. "I don't know if I can forgive him. Not after this." Linda nods, understanding. "You don't have to decide today, but you do need to decide what you need to feel safe and respected. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It means protecting your heart and standing up for yourself." Hannah's mind drifts to a memory. Her wedding day. She sees herself in the blue dress, Eric smiling at her, hope shining in both their eyes. The vows, the laughter, the feeling that nothing could ever go wrong. The memory is bright, but it fades quickly, replaced by the pain of the present. Linda stands and walks to a drawer, pulling out a faded family photo. She hands it to Hannah. "This was taken after the hardest year of my marriage. I kept it to remind myself that we survived, that I survived. You're stronger than you think." Hannah studies the photo, her mother's steady gaze and gentle smile. She feels a flicker of strength inside her. "Thanks, Mom. I needed to hear that." Linda hugs her again. "Whatever you decide, I'm here. You're not alone in this." Hannah stands, holding the photo close. She takes a deep breath, feeling a new sense of resolve. "I need to talk to Eric. Really talk. No more hiding." Linda nods proudly. "That's my girl." Hannah walks back to the car, the family photo pressed to her chest. Melissa looks at her, searching her face. "You okay?" Hannah nods, her voice stronger. "I think I am. I need to face this. For me." Melissa smiles. "I'll drive you home." As the car pulls away, Hannah stares at the photo in her hands. She knows the conversation ahead won't be easy, but she's ready to fight for herself. The sun breaks through the clouds as they head back, a quiet sign that maybe, just maybe, things can change. The kitchen is quiet, except for the gentle sizzle of eggs in the pan. Eric stands at the stove, moving slowly, his eyes red from a sleepless night. He glances at the counter, where a folded letter sits next to a plate of Hannah's favorite blueberry pancakes. His hands tremble as he pours orange juice into a glass. The morning sun shines through the window, but Eric feels cold inside. He takes a deep breath and walks to the dining table, setting everything down with care. He places the letter on Hannah's side of the table, then steps back, wiping his hands on a dish towel. He hears the front door open and close softly. Hannah steps into the kitchen, holding the old family photo from her mother. She pauses, surprised by the smell of breakfast. Her eyes land on the letter. For a moment, neither of them speaks. Eric's voice is quiet, shaky. I made you breakfast, and I wrote you something. Please, just read it." Hannah sits down, her hands still clutching the photo. She unfolds the letter, her eyes scanning the words. Eric stands nearby, fidgeting with his ring, unable to meet her gaze. His letter is raw and honest. He admits he's been angry and scared, that he's felt like he's not enough for her or for himself. He writes about his regret, the pain he caused, the trust he broke, the love he almost lost. He tells her he's ashamed of what he did and that he's ready to get help for his temper. He begs for her forgiveness, but says he'll understand if she can't give it. Tears stream down Hannah's face as she reads. She presses the letter to her chest, her voice trembling. Why did it take losing everything for you to see me, Eric? Eric's eyes fill with tears. He kneels beside her chair, his voice breaking. I was lost, Hannah. I thought I had to be strong all the time, but I was just scared. I took it out on you, and I hate myself for it. I'm so sorry. I want to change. I want to be the man you married, the man you deserve. Hannah wipes her eyes, her voice quiet but steady. Sorry isn't enough, Eric. You hurt me in a way I never thought you could. I need to know you're serious about changing. He nods, desperate. I am. I'll go to counseling. I'll do whatever it takes. I want to earn your trust back, even if it takes the rest of my life. She looks at the pancakes, then at the letter, then, finally, at Eric. I need boundaries. I need to feel safe. If you ever make me feel small or afraid again, I'm gone. No more second chances. Eric nods, tears slipping down his cheeks. You have my word. I'll do the work. I'll show you. Hannah takes a shaky breath, picking up her fork. This doesn't fix everything, but it's a start. He sits across from her, relief and hope flickering in his eyes. Thank you for giving me a chance. I won't waste it. They eat in silence for a while, the weight of the past still heavy, but something new beginning to grow. Hannah glances at the letter, feeling the pain and the promise inside it. After breakfast, she stands, facing Eric. We'll start counseling, together, but you have to prove you mean it, every day. Eric stands too, nodding. I will. I promise. Hannah holds the family photo close, her voice soft. I want to believe you. I want to heal. But I need time. Eric reaches for her hand, but waits for her to take it. She does, just for a moment. Then let's go. Let's call the counselor today. He smiles through his tears. Today, the morning light grows brighter, filling the kitchen with warmth for the first time in days. Do you believe people can truly change after hurting someone they love? Share your perspective below. The soft tick of the office clock fills the quiet as Hannah and Eric sit side by side, hands folded in their laps. Sunlight streams through the window, casting gentle patterns on the carpet. Dr. Rachel Bennett, calm and reassuring, offers a small, welcoming smile. Thank you both for coming. This is a brave step. Hannah glances at Eric, her voice low but clear. We want to try. We know things can't go back to the way they were, but maybe they can get better. Eric nods, his hands fidgeting with his wedding ring. I want to learn how to talk, not just shout. I want to listen, not just react. Dr. Bennett leans forward, her tone gentle. Let's start with what's hardest. What do you both need from each other right now? Hannah takes a breath, steadying her nerves. I need to feel safe. I need to know that when things get hard, we'll talk, not hurt each other. Eric's voice is quiet, regretful. I need to learn how to handle my anger. I don't want to be that person again. I want to rebuild your trust. Dr. Bennett nods. That's honest. Trust is built in small moments. What's one thing you can do each day to show you're trying? Eric looks at Hannah, searching her face. I can check in with you, ask how you're feeling, really listen. And if I feel myself getting upset, I'll step away and breathe. Instead of saying something I'll regret. Hannah nods, a hint of hope in her eyes. And I'll tell you when I'm hurt, instead of holding it in until I explode. I want us to be a team again. Dr. Bennett smiles. That's a good start. Remember, anger isn't the enemy. How you deal with it is. You're both here, willing to work, and that matters. Hannah's hands tremble as she speaks. I hung a new blue scarf in my closet this morning. It's not the dress, but it's something new. A reminder that I can heal, that we can start again. Eric smiles softly. I noticed it. It looked beautiful. The session continues with honest talk about boundaries, forgiveness, and the slow process of rebuilding what was lost. Dr. Bennett offers tools for communication, like pausing before responding and checking in with each other every evening. After the session, Hannah and Eric leave the office, walking side by side. The air feels lighter, the silence between them less heavy. At home, Eric makes tea without being asked. Hannah thanks him, her voice warm. They sit together, sharing small stories about their day. That night, Hannah stands in front of her closet, touching the new blue scarf. She smiles, feeling a fragile hope bloom inside her. Eric joins her, wrapping an arm around her shoulders. "Thank you for giving us another chance," he whispers. Hannah leans into him, her voice steady. "We're not there yet, but I believe we can get there, one step at a time." The couple begins to reconnect, not with grand gestures, but with honest words, gentle touches, and the quiet promise that healing is possible. The blue scarf sways softly in the closet, a symbol of hope and the courage to begin again. The kitchen fills with the sound of sizzling bacon and laughter. Sunlight pours through the window, warming the space as Hannah flips pancakes, her hair pulled back with a blue scarf. Eric stands beside her, carefully slicing strawberries, a soft smile on his face. The air feels lighter, easier, as if a weight has finally lifted. Their daughter, Lily, bounces into the room, waving a crayon drawing. "Look, Mommy, it's us at the beach." Hannah kneels, admiring the picture. "It's beautiful, sweetheart. Maybe we can really go to the beach this summer." Eric glances at Hannah, hope flickering in his eyes. "I'd like that. We could even make it a road trip." Lily claps her hands, grinning. "Can we build sandcastles?" Hannah laughs, her voice warm. "Of course, the biggest sandcastle ever." Eric pours orange juice into glasses, handing one to Hannah. "To new beginnings," he says quietly. She meets his eyes, nodding. "To new beginnings." They sit at the table, sharing pancakes and stories. The tension that once haunted their mornings is gone, replaced by gentle teasing and genuine smiles. Hannah watches Eric help Lily with her breakfast, feeling a sense of peace she thought she'd lost for good. As the meal ends, Eric leans over, brushing a crumb from Hannah's cheek. "Thank you," he whispers, "for giving us another chance." Hannah squeezes his hand, her voice steady. "Thank you for fighting for us, for changing." She stands, clearing the table, and pauses by the closet. The blue scarf hangs there, catching the sunlight. Hannah's fingers brush the fabric, a quiet reminder of everything she's survived. Her voiceover begins, soft and honest. "There was a time I thought forgiveness was weakness, but I've learned it takes more strength to demand respect, to set boundaries, and to open your heart again. Healing isn't easy, but it's worth it." Eric comes up behind her, wrapping his arms around her waist. "Ready for our walk?" he asks. She nods, turning to face him. "I'm ready for whatever comes next." Hand in hand, they step outside. The sun is bright, the air fresh with promise. Lily skips ahead, calling for them to hurry. Hannah's voiceover continues. "Every day is a new chapter. Some pages are painful, but others are filled with hope. I'm not the same woman I was before. I'm stronger, wiser, and I know I deserve love that lifts me up." The camera lingers on the blue scarf, swaying gently in the breeze, a symbol of resilience, healing, and new beginnings. Eric squeezes Hannah's hand, and together, they walk into the sunlight, ready to face their future as a family. The door closes softly behind them, the house filled with warmth, laughter, and the quiet promise that no matter what storms may come, they'll weather them together. If this story touched your heart, please give it a like and share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more real-life, emotional stories. Your support means the world to us. And if you know someone who needs to hear this message, share this video with them so our community can grow together.